So welcome back. In this video, we are going to create the first page. What the first page does is that the user can pick a team, and then everything else in the report will be filtered by that team. So if I pick Real Oviedo here, I go to standings and I just see Real Oviedo, and I will go to matches and I will see only the matches for Real Oviedo. It looks simpler than it is. We need to do a little bit of modeling. So let's get started. So do you remember on the modeling session that we had in the beginning that I said that the model probably will change? It will change. Here's the thing. We have the following tables. I always disable the automatic relationships because it is annoying. If you are a beginner, it's good to have, but otherwise it just, put relationships where it shouldn't unexpectedly, and that's something that you don't want. I think I forgot to put the data types on the matches, so we should definitely do that. Control A, the text data type, close and apply. Okay, so we have 4 tables. We have matches, standings, teams, and leagues. And we want to have a page where somebody, your user, will go and say, okay, we have the teams. The team flag is going to be in immaterial. We're going to put in there. And then I'm going to make it a slicer, and we need to do a little bit of change here. I want to have them as styles. Lovely. Look at these. Gorgeous. Right. So when I pick a team, let's say I pick Real Oviedo, I want the matches to get filtered. If you remember how we imported the matches, we have one column for team home, one column for team away, and then the matches that they play. So we have unique instances. Now, if I put the team with team A, so let me show you. This is probably the easiest way. So let's say that we connect the table team with team A. And when a user selects Oviedo, we get only the away matches if I pick team A away. If I pick team home as the filter, so it's going to give me only the matches where Oviedo is at home playing. And we don't want that. We want to be able to pick, our key table is on 2 columns. So you have different ways to handle this always. We could unpivot this table. That is one way to do it. And then, figure out the double entries on the matches. I am going to do it a little bit different. I'm going to do it in DAX, but you can definitely do it in Power Query. I normally create all my additional tables in Power Query and then load them to DAX, but why not do a little DAX exercise here? So what I want to do is we cannot use team as a key filter for having the teams table filtering the matches because they are split in 2. What we could do is to have the matches duplicated where you have the team home, the match, team away, match, right? So that's exactly what we're going to do. I'm going to go to Table Tools, create a new table. Again, you can do this in Power Query, but why not do some DAX? And this creates a list with all the matches twice, one for team home and one for team away. And it gives us the flag. So we're going to now put the flag as an immaterial. And now I am going to, instead of having team flag from teams, we're going to get it from the new slicer. And here I'm going to put matches. And then I'm going to put team A. Oh, we haven't created a relationship yet. So we need to have from our new slicer match with matches. There you go. Save. Lovely. And now, if I pick Real Oviedo, I will see the matches where Real Oviedo is away, but I will see the ones at home here also. So I'm able to filter both of them. Lovely. Now, we need to filter the slicer to filter the standings also. So there is no flag in the standings that I know about. And we don't want to add it if it's not needed. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add teams, because our standings table has the team names. So if I add to my slicer table the teams, right, now I can connect team with name. I think it was called, it's poorly named. So now when I go into the standings, so I have team, and then I have, for example, goals against, draws. You can see that it's filtering already, so I can pick Barcelona and we get all the Barcelona stuff. We can pick Real Madrid, right? So it is working. So we need to do a little bit of modeling to be able to have our tables filtered correctly. And there are a lot of ways you can go about it. How you do it, it depends on, for example, how much data you have. So if you don't have a lot of data, you can always be a little bit more flexible. If you do have a lot of data, you need to be a little bit more strict on what modeling techniques you use. But this is perfect for this model, I think. Okay, so let's do the last pieces. We're going to work about backgrounds in future videos if you want me to. If you don't want to have like a Figma crash course, then we'll skip it. So just let me know in the comments if you would like to reproduce these. Otherwise, we will use the backgrounds that I have. Okay, so we need to put the logo of the La Liga. We need to make it an image URL first. Image URL, lovely. So, and because the card, the normal card is gone, which is such a pity. I mean, no shame to the new card, but the new card is for advanced visualization. I don't think you need to have that huge thing for easy things like this. So I'm going to make it a slicer. So there we have the logo, and then the name. I would like to use again a card, but unfortunately it's gone. Why is it gone? Please take it back, bring it back. So how do you put the name without actually clicking 1,000 buttons? This is what I do. I use the text one, which is such a shame that it's such a pain to use. But yeah, it is what we have. Name. League name, yeah, whatever. So save. And then I'm going to make these like that, like that. And then we will worry about colors and stuff later. So we have our first page done. We will, work with the backgrounds and the clicks and all, and, the filters and the page navigation and that stuff later. So now we have our main slicer that works. This is our homepage, maybe. On the next videos, we will work with the standings page, and then on the next video, we will do the matches page. So I will see you then.